Breece, you came back, and you got a chance to walk across, meet Commissioner Goodell, and get to enjoy this moment. Take us through this whole day for you.
So my situation that I knew I was going to either go at the end of round 1 or early round 2, and yesterday the Jets tried to trade again back at the end of round 1 to get me, and it didn't go through. So I was really just down here with my family. The NFL got us a hotel suite and everything for all of us to come down here and watch the draft. So I mean, it sucked that the whole round 1 thing didn't happen, but I'm still blessed to be a Jet, so it's been a good experience.
You should have gone through the conversation with your agent already. It's great you went in round 2 because now you don't have that fifth-year option. So in a way, it's a good win for you. It is actually going to be better as a running back. But what's it like to think about playing in a market like New York? What is that? Does that hit you? It's the New York Football Jets. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, my agent, she was super excited. So she told me, like, the marketing is going to be crazy, but you know, just to be a part of an up-and-coming team, it's kind of like how I came into Iowa State, just trying to be a piece of a puzzle to make the team better again. So, you know, just going into New York, you know, just going to have that mentality to get there, find my role in the team, and get better every day.
The irony of this, Breece, you're going to have all the Jet fans are going to be fired up to see you play for them. But the trade came from the Giants. So now you come into the town and become the big show in New York City. Those Giant fans are going to be remembered. We gave them the dang pick. It's going to be fun for you to be,
it's gonna be
turning
fun
on all those fans.
So, I mean, I feel like they're all going to turn into fans eventually, and I feel like part of them already are. So, you know, when I was out there on the stage, every team showed me love. There was no boos or anything like that. So it was just a real good experience to be able to do that.
Breece,
no one's going to boo you.
You referenced something about when you went to Iowa State and a program that has not had a whole lot of football success in its history, and that's changing. You're a big part of that. Brock Purdy's a big part of that. We'll get your tight end in a little bit when he gets drafted, Charlie Cole. I'm a big part of that. The Jets have not had a lot of success. You are joining a very large draft class, right? 4 players taken in the first 36 rounds who are going to try and change a franchise and put it in a different direction. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to any of those guys yet, but some of them were here with you yesterday. What is that like in your head about trying to get an NFL franchise that's been bad for 5 or 6 years and make it good all of a sudden?
It's going to be a challenge, but I'm ready for, you know, everything. When I came into Iowa State, they were 8-5 the season before. So, like I said, just coming in, trying to be a piece of the puzzle and finding my way is just what I'm focused on.
Did you spend time with the head coach or anyone in Jetland? Did you get a visit there?
Just I didn't go on a visit there, but just formal meetings at the Combine, doing Zoom meetings and stuff like that,
Did you feel when you walked out of the room, I connected with those guys?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, 'cause sometimes you don't feel that way.
Right.
And sometimes you go, oh, man, I think they like me because I like them.
Yeah, exactly. But, no, I felt the love from various coaching staffs, but the Jets was definitely one. So, you know, I'm just blessed and I'm excited.
Who was your first call after you got drafted tonight and the Jets had called you? And like, what was the next conversation? Who was the next person you talked to?
So after it was crazy. So I got the call, talked to the Jets, talked to the coach, GM, and everything. And then after my high school head coach, he FaceTimed my sister, and my sister answered the phone. So and she put the phone on my face, and I was like, oh, I got super excited. So, you know, it was crazy. And then now just hearing that they tried to get me in the first round and trade up and everything, it makes me feel a little bit better because, like, I was bummed about everything yesterday, but now I realize that I'm in a better position and everything like that, so it's real good.
When did you start to have the gift of those hands? Because that's a big reason why you went where you went, is because you can catch the ball. Were you a baseball player? What other sports did you play growing up, or did you just always have natural hands?
Growing up, I played a little bit of everything: baseball, basketball, football, did a little track here and there, and really it's just natural. You know, all my coaches have always told me if you focus on the little things, your natural ability will take over. So it's been like that since I was younger, just being a natural athlete and just being able to, you know, excel and do everything.
The running back at Iowa State before you has been in the NFL a few years, and I don't know if you've talked with him. Do you have a relationship with David Montgomery, and have you talked to him?
Yeah, me and Dave, you know, we talk quite a bit. He gives me game all the time. You know, he tells me, like I said, he always tells me what I need to hear. He tells me how I could get better. And, you know, he tells me what it's going to be like in the NFL. He says you're going to have to go in and take what you want. You're going to have to earn it, and nothing's going to be given to you.
I'm curious, what's the special sauce at Iowa State? Matt Campbell's been offered a ton of different jobs to leave and do other things, and yet that seems where he wants to stay. Obviously, he had a bunch of good players like yourself. But what's special right now there in Ames?
So one thing Coach Campbell always says, he says, are you here to do something? Or he says, are you here to be somebody, or are you here to do something? So I feel like Coach Campbell, he's at Iowa State to do something. That's why he won't leave. So until, you know, he's going to be there until he makes Iowa State a powerhouse and until he builds that program to where if he leaves, it's going to be in the right hands and it's going to be fine. So I feel like Coach Campbell, you know, while he's at Iowa State, they're going to continue to get better, pulling those recruits and pulling those genuine people who are able to come in and fall into our system and, you know, fall into our culture to make Iowa State keep rising.